Hey, I got something for you to think about. Do you think it's possible that Tesla could merge with one of the legacy automakers to accelerate Elon's quest to put electric vehicles on all the highways to clean up our air, to make our world a better place? Do you think that's possible? I think it is. I think it's actually probable. And I want to talk to you about it because, as an investor who wants, number one, to make good investment decisions, number two, to keep more of what we make, and number three, to build family wealth because the U.S. government will allow us to each collectively, between husband and wife or spouses, to pass 24 million on to our heirs. Why don't we do it? And one of the ways we might be able to do it is to get ahead of a Tesla merger. So let's talk about it.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
Okay, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer, as it said, and I put together, and this is my show, Best of Us Investors. And as I told you, our three objectives. And I got to thinking, and I got to reading, and I read a quote of someone asking Elon if it would be a possibility that he would merge with someone to accelerate the proliferation of electric vehicles and to solar and to just battery replacement of fossil fuels. And his comment was, in paraphrasing it, I'd be willing to have a conversation. Now, why would the second richest man in the world be willing to have a conversation about merging, and who would he merge with? Well, first of all, it would be someone who had the manufacturing capability and the broad range of vehicles that he doesn't have. He basically has three vehicles, and they don't appeal to everybody. They are more of a luxury automobile, and thus there is a big part of the market that isn't accessible to his vehicles, to his technology. Now, he also is developing a pickup truck, but what if there was somebody that could help him get to where he wants to go faster? And I have two potential merger possibilities that I want to discuss with you. The first one would be to stay in the luxury brand, to stay in the territory in Europe that he's involved in, and that would be Daimler, the Mercedes-Benz makers. They, in fact, have a plant right here in Vance, Alabama, probably 40 miles away from my home. That'd be kind of a boost for Alabama. And under the current rules of the stock market, with the approval of Tesla stockholders, Elon could issue another 20% of his increase in his stock, and that would raise roughly $100 billion. And as I last looked, Daimler's market cap is somewhere around 74 billion. So he could just take the money from the 20% more stock and go buy Daimler and absorb it. But that would keep him in this luxury category. And I think for what Elon wants to do, he needs to reach deeper down and appeal to a broader range of vehicle owners. So I think the prime candidate is Ford. And I think Ford is right for him because they are, between the Fiat Chrysler, General Motors, and Ford, they're the most aggressive. They're the most advanced in the electric vehicle. They've come out with this Mustang. Doesn't look anything like Nita's 64 and a half Mustang, which we don't own anymore, which we wish we did. But It's an all electric vehicle, and so that puts Ford ahead of everybody else. If they've got the technology to do it in the Mustang, again, it doesn't look like a Mustang. They could take that same technology, and with Elon's help, they could put it in their full line of automobiles and the F-150 pickup truck, and you'd have a Goliath. You'd have a company that was just way ahead of everybody else. Well, me as a stockholder of Tesla, and I also have a little bit of Ford, and you can see the video that I did on that. It had nothing to do with electric vehicles. It had more to do with autonomous automobiles and some software that they have patented. I'll give you a link to that. So the Ford makes a lot of sense to me. So as a stockholder, how do I feel that would work out for me? And how would it work out for you if you're a Tesla stockholder? Well, looking at the numbers, there would be a premium. And what I mean by that is if tomorrow morning Elon announced and Ford announced we're merging, the stock market would look at that and say, that's a win. There is a premium that has to be assigned to the combination of Ford and Tesla as opposed to the two separately. And I would guess that would be a 50% premium. In other words, the combined value of the two companies would be worth 50% more than what they are now. And working the numbers, that would work out that the combined value would be somewhere around $1.13 trillion. Okay, how much of that goes to Tesla stockholders and how much of it goes to Ford stockholders? Well, I think it would probably go in almost a 90-10 equation, so that of the 50% increase in value, 90% of it, which would be 45% increase in the combined stock price of Tesla, and 10% to Ford. So as a stockholder, I come out better as a Tesla stockholder than as a Ford stockholder. But combined, we own the market. We own the market, other than China. Now, the Chinese are going at this fast and furious, and there is no doubt in my mind that China will be probably the biggest consumer of electric vehicles when this is all over and done 20 years from now. But I believe that much as the Chinese, I was in China back in, I guess it was the late 90s, and you could tell the Chinese from the tourists. You go there now, and the Chinese teenagers look more like Americans than Americans look like Americans. They've adopted the Western ways, which tells me also that if there was a combined Tesla-Ford initiative, they would be a hit in China, as well as the China's vehicles. And I also believe that NIO and Xing and Lai, if they are the survivors in China, will find their way eventually to the United States, much as Toyota, Honda found a way to, and Lexus found a way to the United States. And we as citizens welcomed with open arms. So I think you need to be aware this is probably going to happen. If I were a betting man, and I'm not, I'm an investing man, I would say we will see a merger between Ford and Tesla. The other reason I believe it is Elon's got a lot on his plate. I just did a video about how he and Jeff are putting low orbit satellites into the sky to basically take control of the distribution of internet and take it away from the legacy providers of AT&T and T-Mobile and Spectrum. I think their history. That service, and it's partly because they don't know how to treat their customers. Do any of you look forward to entering into a potential phone conversation with your internet provider? No. It's a bad dream. So they don't know how to treat people. So I think that's probably their terminal. So if you would like to see more videos like this, why don't you subscribe to my channel? Well, just, go down there and hit that red box that says subscribe. And then if you want to be notified when I put them, ring that bell. And by all means, give it a thumbs up. That helps my algorithm, helps me build the company that I'm trying to build. And the company I'm trying to build is here to tell you the truth as I see it, and to help you make better investment decisions. And if you'd like to become a part of our tribe, and that's roughly 7,000 people who meet at our Discord, either go down into the description and find the link to the Discord, or go and to bestofusinvestors.com and give me your name and your email address, and that'll put you on my mailing list, because every so often I send out things that I don't put in my videos, just like I sent out an invitation to our Christmas party. That's right, we're having a Christmas party tomorrow. So go to the Discord. You'll find how you can make entrance to the Christmas party. It's going to be a live stream, and we're going to move on up to our living room, and I'm even going to get Nita involved in the Christmas party. So stay with us. I'll continue to share my knowledge and my insights as to what things are happening. And then I've got a video I'm going to put out this week as a new direction that I'm going to take this channel.